the first segment of the show, which is called Fact Over Feelings. The title, if I put a name on it, for this segment of Fact Over Feelings is I Pray for My Black Brothers. Now, why do I say that? Why do I pray for my black brothers? Because, of course, when you come over playing in these different environments, you know, most of the imports that come, they're normally black individuals, black people from America, all these situations. And we all seem to deal with the same experiences. We all seem to deal with the same processes that goes on in our mind and in our head, and it puts us at a disadvantage. It always seems to put us at a disadvantage. And I don't understand, where do we cultivate this type of mindset that makes us regress in situations where we should be thriving? We always seem to get the short end of the stick because we can't get our attitudes or our perception of what we think life is supposed to be like and what life owes us. So we lose out on opportunities because we don't do the adequate research. We don't have the right guidance in our life. We have this negative perception of life that holds us back. Not just in the field of basketball, but just in life in general. And I just think about all of my brothers. This segment right now is just talking about all of my black brothers, because as a black man, I always say we are the most loved and hated people on the earth. They love us to death. We're super talented, we're super athletic, we have so much skills, we're beautiful people, we got the golden brown skin, whatever, like we're we just have great genetics, all these aspects about us that make us great human beings. Now, this is not to take away from nobody, but I'm going to boost up and talk about my people, my brothers. But there's always something lacking in this. Normally, it's in the mind. We lack the vision. We lack the true concept of life that allows us to thrive and become the leaders that we are called to be. We have addiction to women. That's something that I see so many of us fall to. And I'm not gonna sit here and judge nobody else, because I was like that at some point too. Where do we get this mindset of that we're just so addicted to the women, we're so addicted to the weed, we're just so addicted to this false livelihood of what we think life is about? We think it's about getting all the gold chain. Like, I'm be like, I got me one little simple chain. And I got this from my cousin. I ain't even buy this. I think it's just cool. And I feel like it goes on my skin, but I'm not finna go. You do what you gotta do. If that suits you, yes. But why is it sought after? Why do we kill each other after it? Why do we make that our primary goal in life, is to make sure we have a chain and not make sure we have a retirement or a custodial account for your kid? We don't have no land. We don't have some type of structure to pass down on our family and make sure that they're straight when we leave. We're building something for the people around us. Instead, we're only worried about how we look, how fresh my kicks are, how fresh my clothes are, the diamonds in my ear, the 2 cars that I got, I'm riding around stunting. I'm trying to fly old baby girl out here to come see me, and I can flex on her because I got the 4 Giottos. There is nothing wrong with it. I'm getting my Lambo. One day I'm gonna be pushing my Lambo. I'm gonna be inside with my 4 Giottos and stuff, but my priorities are straight first. Why are our priorities so messed up that we don't even realize what we're doing this for? What are we here for? What happened to our mindset that allows us to not even realize that we are slowly just falling into the standards of what society deems us to be? as an athlete coming over into other lands and other countries, I see it the most because every time I come into a different country or whatever, they already have this perceptive of you that you dumb, you don't know what you're talking about, you're just here for our entertainment. They don't expect nothing of you because guess what? Society has painted us as just these hoodlums and thugs and just good for nothing, good for only our entertainment. What is it that in us that we can't change that about ourselves? Where did we get these tendencies from? What happened to us black men that don't let us to raise our level of consciousness up to another level to be able to tap into our godlike essence? What is it in us that does not allow us to be all that we're meant to be, to listen to the calling of the voice that's in our life, to be leaders, to be a person of guidance, to be a person of truth, a person of integrity, a person of love, a person of just true ownership of what life has to give to you and what you are here on this earth to be. I can't talk about no other races because I am a black man, and I can only talk to my black brothers because I feel you the most. And it's the one thing I see about us all the time. They say if you want to hide money from a black person, you're a black man or whatever, put it in a book. How many books have you read this year? How many books have you read in the last 5 years? God bless his soul. I got one of my cousins, I love him to death. From the ground up, we grew up and he won't even pick up a book. I'm not reading no book. I don't understand that. What do you mean? Why can't we go seek out knowledge and find the information that we need to propel ourselves, to enhance our mind, to grow our spirit, to lead the proper way, to do these things so we can just grow our consciousness to another level and tap into this knowledge, this universal knowledge that is right there for us, but we won't even take the time to pick up a book. We won't take the time to search deep in our souls for the things that's going to make us become the person that God has called us to be on this earth, because we're too stubborn, because we want to chase tail, because we want to blow trees down all day, because that's all we know. And half the time, we don't even know why we do it. Why am I so addicted to this drug? Why am I so addicted to this drink? I gotta get the Hennessy, I gotta get Bombay, I gotta go fly old girl out, I gotta do all these things that don't even contribute to my life. All it's doing is taking away from me, and I gotta sit, and I wonder why. I sit up in my room, I lay down in my bed every night, and I'm thinking about I can't get nowhere in life. That reality hits when you're sitting down in your bed and you think about why I do this. I had a guy, I remember, I always pick up and listen very intently when people say things, even when they think nobody's hearing. I know a guy, he was a millionaire, hooper. And he was like, man, I'm tired of this. All I do is just the money, these girls, you know, the drink, all this is the same thing, man. I'm just getting tired of it. And he said it so subtle and wanted to brush it off, but you could tell it's just eating away at his soul. Another brother of mine, a friend of mine, talking about, man, yeah, I just slept with 3 women last night, but I'm waking up feeling weird. I wonder why. We don't value our souls. We don't value the stuff that's inside of us. We don't value our spirit. And I'm not here pointing fingers at nobody, because I've been guilty of it all. That's why I can come on here and talk about this and say this and just come to the realization of what we must change if we must become something greater. Become what we're called to be. Let go of the false livelihood that's been fed to us. Let go of the false perceptions of life that don't serve us, that don't serve our family, that don't serve your vision, that don't serve your mama. We just have this hold on our life that does not let us to be all that we are called to be. And I hope that just my words that come out of my mouth, that comes from my spirit, that comes from my heart, maybe one person hears this and it touches them and lets them just think just a little bit different. See life just a little bit different. Maybe just, you know what, maybe I don't have to be like that. Maybe, you know, I can start with one step and make a change and start living life just maybe a little bit different. Maybe I don't have to, you know, blow it down today. Maybe I can quit for a week, a day. I don't have to do 5 backwoods today. I blow it down. And listen, I love the tree. But I had to say, you know what? I had to put it down to go up. Does this help the next man who looks at me and I understand the responsibility that I have in my life, that what I mean to the next person and what it means to them, to just say, you know what? Not that I'm demonizing something, but I'm just saying, you know what? We can let go of the things that hold us down mentally. Because it's all a battle of the mind every single day, and every single time we put something that distracts us from winning the battle in the mind, we can never really reach our greatest potential, because we always holding on and we always fighting ourselves by putting on so much pressures and so much distraction. We already got enough to deal with the world putting us down, talking about us, saying we ain't good for nothing, say we ain't worth for nothing. Let's not add on to that by not even being focused because we're chasing the next one. Guess what? You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're strong, you are all these things. Of course they're gonna be attracted to you. Of course they're gonna want you. Of course they're gonna think you're amazing. Yeah, of course it's gonna come easy to you. But to be able to find a sense of discipline inside and find that true strength inside to make you tap into who you really can be is something we all have our own journey to go when finding ourselves. That's all I got for this segment of Fact Over Feelings. Man, I pray for my black brothers. I pray for my black brothers. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.